All right, come on over. Come on over. Yeah, come on over. All right, I'm going to help. You're going to be my demo partner, but first I want to talk, so you need to be close to me while I'm talking. And here comes Anne. Okay, so a couple of things I noticed from everybody. One is if you're lobbing, you want to look how I get low, and I hit up towards the ceiling, right? So I'm getting low, and I'm hitting up towards the ceiling. That's how I get maximum height, right? So you want to get low and then be rising as you make contact. It's not a big long arm swing, it's a big long lift. So you don't, if you start with your racket, if you start with your racket way back here, your energy is going to end up going that way. So it's really important to start, can I borrow that ball, Karen? Really start with your racket low. All right, so you start. So start with your racket low. There you go. All right. So there's that. Now, I want to talk about returning because we're going to work on returning now. When you're getting a ball that has vertical energy, it's really difficult to turn that into horizontal energy. Your first priority when you're receiving a ball that's going up and down is to return it up, not flat, right? Because it's dying, it's losing energy, it has no forward momentum, so you're very likely, if you try to do a net grazer, to drop it into this side of the net. So if you're getting a lob serve, and you don't have a lot of experience returning a lob serve, the best way to return a lob is to counter lob. So I'm going to hit you these, you're going to counter lob. There you go. Best way to return a lob is with a counter lob. Yeah, and that's why I said when you're playing people who like to chop everything and slice everything or hit drives, give them vertical energy because they're going to try to hit with horizontal energy, and because the ball isn't moving the way that it's ideal for them to slice, they're just going to put a lot of them out, a lot of them into the net. So yes. You lob, she lobs back. Yeah. Then what? Well, then you see what they do. They may lob again, but yeah. Okay. So when I lob serve to Angela, is there any danger anybody's going to take that before it bounces? No. When you counter lob back, is there any chance anybody's going to take that before it bounces? No. But what about the third shot? Well, it depends on the ball. It depends on the ball you're getting. It depends on where they are. But if you try and lob that third time, you're starting to get into risky territory, right? Because now they can volley. Now if your lob is short, they can move forward and take it as an overhead, right? That's why I'm saying if you're being lob served, the best response is a counter lob, because now they have to deal with getting the ball lower before you do. Exactly, right? So if they decide to counter lob, let's say I serve lob, right? And she lobs back to me. It's like, shit, she just countered my lob. Now I'm the first guy that has to try and hit the low shot, right? If I decide to lob and my lob sits up short, they can move in and just hit an overhead, right? So the fast course of action would be a third shot drop, right? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, it really depends on where it is. If the counter lob comes back and it's not very high, and it's going to land in mid-court, then I might just hit a drive. Yeah. Right. So that's what I'm saying. You don't want to have a rule in your head about that third shot. That's going to be context driven. Okay. But you can have a rule about the second shot because they're never going to be able to hit that as an overhead. Yeah. Right. So think about that. So we're going to practice our lobs and counter lobs. That'll give you more experience lobbing. It'll give you more experience on your serve returns as well. So, yes? Yeah, but if she lob serves you and you counter lob back to her, she can't take it out of the air. In the wind.
I tried to lob, but I'm telling you, I got it out of my throat many, many times. Yeah, it's because of the wind.
Yeah.
You think you're lobbing it, all of a sudden there's this.
Yeah. Well, we'll deal with the wind lesson in the summer.
Yeah, no kidding.
But or somebody want to go up on the ladder and. All right, let's go back to our courts and practice lob, counter, lob. So just try and be continuous. Lob, counter, lob, stop, reserve, lob, counter, lob, stop, reserve. Did I turn on the camera before I said all that? I hope I turned on the camera before I said all that. And I did. Oh, I did. Counter lob. Okay. Nice, Karen. You got a ball in your feet, Maureen. You got a ball in your feet. That's why I don't want too many balls around. It's dangerous. There you go. Okay, everybody stop for 1 second. With lobs, we're looking up a lot. I don't want a lot of loose balls around, so try and do this with as few balls as possible because people are looking up, not down, okay? Okay, Maura's going to be our anchor. Everybody's going to rotate one around Maura. Maura, or Margaret, you over there. No, Maura's our anchor. Maura's our anchor. All right, so remember, short backswing, long follow through. Both on the serve and on the lob and the counter lob. Oops, sorry. So we're doing Marine, serve, counter serve, and stop. Good. Nice. Okay, you can keep serving. Keep serving. Okay. Now stop and let her serve. And pause 1 second. So I want you to go home and watch the video of what you just did.
Okay, what did I do?
Right?
Oh,
We don't need to do that with a lob. We want to keep our paddle low. So just keep it here. Do your toss, whatever you're going to do, and then go from low to high. We don't need to do the big tennis circle. There you go. Very nice. All right, go ahead. So same thing, same advice I just gave Maura. We don't need to do a circle, right? We're just doing a lob, right? So we don't need to do a circle. Try and keep your racket head low on your toss. Your racket head's low. Short backswing, long follow through. Yeah, we'll get it. Good job, Maureen. Yeah, watch your feet. Watch your feet. Everything that we learn that's new is difficult, right? I want to watch you serve.
Okay. I have to use a finger
Think so?
for stability. Okay, Maura, it's coming in. It's going to be beautiful.
So the first time, I just saw you do two serves.
I'm moving in my
Yeah, so what happened was you hit it on that side and then you hit it on this side. So what I want you to think about is imagine that there's an extension of this handle right through the racket, and I really want you to focus on hitting the ball on that extension. So you slow your swing down, and that should help. Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Where I get that from?
Yeah. Old habits. That was a great. I loved your leg lift there. That was awesome. It's good. All right, one more. I just want you to catch this one, Maureen. Good. It's just out. All right, I want to see you serve a couple times. Good. Very good. Yeah. I like everything you're doing, so I'm not going to give you any corrections. Just keep working on it, and everything is good. So you're doing great. No circle. Don't need the circle. No circle. Good. All right, I want to show you something. You're starting forward, right, with your feet forward, and you're tossing way out front. So that's why it's not, or were you serving there? Were you trying to serve to the center line? Okay, so if you turn a little bit more, you'll be able to get a better line to get the ball towards her. Yeah. Sorry?
If I'm letting it bounce and it's up.
Yeah. You're hitting the ball towards the ceiling.
Right.
Hit it to a point in the ceiling about 2/3 of the way.
But it's actually, at what the receiving goes, at what point do I hit the receiving goal?
You can hit it as it's rising, at its crest, or as it's falling, whatever you prefer.
Second bounce.
Yeah, before it lands the second time. Yeah. But my advice is try and take it so that you're moving forward. right? So you don't want to be backing up waiting for it to fall, right? You'd rather be moving forward. So you might have to take it on the rise. You might have to take it at the top. Probably not when it's falling. So generally you want to try and take it moving forward.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Sure.
So just along the log. If it's too low, you can try to.
Yeah, good plan.
Too short to the center.
Okay. Good job. All right. Good job. Come in for a second. Okay. So everybody's doing awesome. Now I want to add a new dimension to your thinking about this. I want you to listen to the sound that your musical instrument is making when you hit your shots. You're going to be able to tell whether you've middled that ball or not. And that's going to give you information about where your lob is going to go and how much spin it has on it. So incorporate that. Pay attention to the sound that you're making. If you connect the sound, if you really focus in on that sound and connect it to what's happening in your hand, you're going to start to become more consistent at hitting that ball in the right zone on your racket, because your brain is going to get that feedback. Okay? Everybody come on in for 1 second. What's that? Yeah. All right. So we're hitting a ball with the racket, and that's making a sound. Hear that sound? And I hear this sound. Different sound, isn't it? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. You can hear the difference, can't you? You without even seeing it, you know where I'm hitting that ball on the racket. So I want you now to connect when you're hitting your lobs. I want no talking. Just listen to the sound that your paddle is making. Listen to the sound that the paddles around you are making. Really focus on the sound. One of the things we want to do to get better at middling the ball, middling means hitting the ball in this line down the center of the racket. One of the things we want to bring into play is our hearing. If our hearing and if the brain analyzes that hearing information, it's going to help make minor adjustments in your swing path, in your racket face contact. But you need to be aware of that sound, and you need to teach your brain to use that sound as part of what you're doing. It will help you improve at middling the ball. Okay? On top of that, you can also feel the difference. Grab a ball and just do this, right? You can feel it. So now if you've got hearing working for you and the tactile, the sense of the feel, and your visuals, you've got three things working on it, all helping you become better at middling the ball, which is in itself is a really important skill in this game. So use this opportunity to think about middling the ball and incorporating sound. Okay? So awesome. Right. Come in. Right. So both courts right now are working on listening. So I want zero talk. Just listen to the sound that the ball is making right now.
Can we say if it's in or out?
Nope. Use hand signals. Okay. Okay, I shouldn't hear any talking from either court now. Hand signals only. People are listening. everybody, let's grab a drink, and then we're going to come back and we're going to play some games.